Hey guys, how's it going? Today in this video, I'm gonna share with you our process using which we have scaled Facebook ad accounts from 0 rupees to spending 5,000, 10,000 and even up to 53,000 per day profitably and most importantly with consistent performance and least amount of performance fluctuations. Because if you're familiar with the world of Facebook ads, and Facebook ads is known for its notorious behavior, and the performance fluctuates a lot as soon as you start to increase the budget. So what is the process we follow? That is precisely what I'm going to talk about in this video today. Let's go. Now, first of all, I'm going to tell you, if you are aiming to start your Facebook ads journey from zero, if it's a brand new ad account and you're launching a business, launching an ad account from scratch, then how do you go about doing it? So it starts from this process we call as, it's our own framework, which we call as 153. That's one campaign, 5 ad sets and 3 ads inside each ad set. Now, whatever I'm going to talk about today is coming from my own hands-on experience, and this experience is after scaling multiple funnels to doing 8 figures and beyond. I run an advertising agency, so everything that I'm going to share with you is going to come from my experience of how we can simplify the process at scale. Okay, because we run an advertising agency, so it's important for us as an agency to have a very simple to follow framework so that I can communicate with the team easily. So whatever I'm going to talk about today is coming from the angle of that, which is from the perspective of keeping things simple and straightforward. Okay, so this is like as straightforward as Facebook ads could be, and I can almost like kind of promise you that. So 153 is a CBO strategy, and the reason why we choose to use a CBO process is because we like to scale with broad targeting. So this entire process that we follow is to scale Facebook ad accounts with CBO and broad. That's it, and it's not a secret. I'm very transparent in telling people what we do, so that's precisely what it is. And my intention is to help you so that you can implement something, get results. And there are a lot of people who drop comments that they have been getting great results, and I thank you guys for doing it, because you guys are the real hustlers. You guys are the people who are implementing it, and it's because of you guys that I'm committed to showing up every day and dropping a value nugget for you guys. So thank you for doing it. Coming back to what I was saying. So this is a CBO strategy, a broad targeting strategy. The reason why we choose to do this is because we want to remove all the variables, which means जिन भी चीज़ों पे हमारी सक्सेस डिपेंड करती है, हमें वो कम से कम वेरिएबल्स रखने हैं हमारी इक्वेशन में. So for instance, if I have a lot of interest targeting, a lot of things, different things. So for example, if I have interest targeting to think of, if I have to think about the delivery restrictions, like if I want manual placements, if I want automatic placements, and if I'm doing manual placements, so anything, and you know, so many other things, which is like ABO strategy, whatever you use, deploying lookalike audiences, retargeting campaigns and stuff like that. The more number of things you have to manage, the harder it gets at scale. I'm going to repeat this. The more things you have to manage at scale, the harder it's going to become for you to scale. Because as soon as you start to scale, the performance will start to fluctuate, it will become inconsistent, and you will not know why that's happening. Because as you start to scale, you'll have 5-7 different campaigns running, and then you're going to have multiple ad sets running, and each ad set will have different type of audience interests, different audiences, and as a result of that, you will never be able to take the right decision because there's so many different things for you to look at, and you'll end up spending so much time inside the ad account. That's not going to help you. And it's, you know, why do we need to work so hard when there is a smarter way of doing it, right? So I find this broad targeting and CBO very, very, I must say, very easy to follow, and relatively more simpler than the ABO strategies. And I've done ABOs, and I've done duplicating campaigns, interest targeting, lookalikes, narrow targeting, stacked audience interest targeting. I've done all of that, but it just doesn't work at scale as well as what I'm going to share with you today. Okay. So 153, one campaign, 5 ad sets, 3 ads inside each ad set. The budget is set at the campaign level. This is a launch strategy. Okay, not the scale strategy. This is not a scaling campaign, or I must say, this is not how we will continue to scale. We will make some changes as we progress, and which is what I'm going to tell you next. Okay. So 153. One campaign, 5 ad sets, 3 ads inside each ad set. Now the budget is set at the campaign level. Okay, we run 153 with 1,000 rupees per day budget. If you have a budget of 500 per day, then you can do the same process, but you can follow 133 instead of that. Okay. Is the frame ठीक है? Okay. So that's my wife today recording because we are driving. We're going to a doctor, and I thought on the way I'm going to do this video. So, okay. So yeah. 133 कर सकते हो if your budget is 500 per day. 153 if it's 1,000 per day. Okay. Now, because we are just launching and we have no data, so in the start, just for a very little bit, just for the initial few days, you can say, or you can say initial couple of weeks, maybe max, we will deploy these 5 ad sets, and each ad set is going to have one single audience interest inside. Advantage plus, not original audience. Advantage plus, one single audience interest, and that's all that we're going to do. We are not going to touch anything else. We're not going to touch the delivery, manual placement करना है, क्या करना है, कुछ नहीं हम छेड़ेंगे. This is the only thing we're going to do. The only exception to this is that if your business demands, for instance, you want to you want to cater to people who are in this, say, IT sector, right? Because your business demands that. In these kind of cases, in such cases, you can target with demographics and you can go as per job titles, etc. But apart from this, if there's nothing like this, then you don't want to confuse yourself with any other thing. Okay, just don't do anything else. Just this is what I'm telling you. So yeah, advantage plus one single audience interest. The audience interest has to be directly related to your niche. So say for example, if you are in the digital marketing space, so you can think of any single audience interest. Don't try to think that I will find a secret audience interest. No, keep a very larger audience interest which has a larger audience size. Okay, so go very generic in the audience interest. So for example, something like in the niche of digital marketing, one interest could be digital marketing itself, another interest could be advertising, another interest could be marketing. So very generic but still niche specific. So similarly, just choose 5 single interests and deploy these 5 ad sets. Now inside each ad set, you're going to have 3 ads. Now let's call this ad creative code as ad 1. Okay, let me give you a code here to explain it to you in a very simplified manner. Let's call this ad as 101. Okay, so we're going to call this ad as 101. These 3 ad creatives are going to be 101, 101, 101, which means we are not changing the creative. The creative is the same. Okay, 101, 101, 101. That's the creative code. So I was telling you the ad creative code. Okay, I mean 101, 101, 101. Now these 3 ads though are going to be the 3 variations of the same ad creative. Now how do you create these variations? Very, very simple. Basically, these are the 3 same creatives, so you're not changing the creative. The only thing you are changing here is the ad copy, which is the primary text, and the headline. That's it. So you deploy one ad creative with 3 ad copies, which means primary text, and 3 headlines. That's it. 3 different ad copies, 3 different headlines. That's it. That's what you do. And let it roll. Okay, this is what you're supposed to do. Now, the reason why we do this is because when we are getting started and we have no data, remember I told you this is a launch strategy and launch to scale, so I'm just going to give you an overview from end to end without holding it back at all. So हमें ना ये नहीं करना है that we are testing a lot of things, because when we are getting started, we don't know if our offer is going to work, if people are going to buy our product or service, if our funnel is going to perform, if our landing page converts, if our website gets us the sales we want, if people are going to opt in whatever we are selling or whatever we are doing. So we don't know, we don't have that validation. And because of that same simple reason, we are just going to stick with one ad because we're just getting started, right? So we don't want to test a million things at once, and especially the most important components that will dictate your success. Ad creative is pretty important, and that's why we want to first begin with one ad creative and see if we get enough clicks, and then if those enough clicks can convert and get us the conversion events that we are running the ads for. Which means if you're running the ads for leads, then we're getting enough leads. If you're running the ads for sales, purchases, then we're getting enough sales or purchases. So we want to just get that, get the wheels rolling, and we want to see what kind of results we get initially, and then we want to build up things from there. Okay, this is pretty much what we do. We have launched multiple, many ad accounts, and we currently spend roughly about 2 lakh per week on Facebook ads across the portfolio of clients we have. So yeah, that's coming from my experience. We follow the same process every time. Okay, now, so this is the launching process. Now, these 5 ad sets that we do, these are called as launch ad sets. So we basically do these, this is like, you call them LASs. Okay, LAS is launch ad set. Okay, so these are launch ad sets. This is our master campaign. We're going to try to build up this campaign itself. Okay, so we will build up this same campaign itself. Because it's CBO, it becomes easier like that. Okay, now what we're going to do next is cutting this short. There are a little more nuances, to be very honest, but it's going to make the video too long, so I'm just going to tell you straightforwardly that what we're going to do here is once we get 75 to 100 conversion events attributed to these 5 ad sets combined together, which means the entire campaign, once we have 75 to 100 conversion events attributed, we will immediately start to deploy, we will deploy master ad set, which is MAS. Okay, we call it MAS ad set, master ad set, basically acronym for master ad set, MAS. So we'll deploy MAS, master ad set, and this master ad set is broad targeting ad set. Okay, and we will just keep stacking all the winning all the winning ads inside of this master ad set, and we will continue to scale like that. That's it. This is pretty much all that we do. In between the actual step that I'll tell you, from launch ad set to master ad set, if it's taking us longer to get 75 to 100 conversion events attributed, because sometimes in some businesses it will take longer. So if it's take longer, what happens is you may get notifications of audience overlap, auction overlap, stuff like that may start to happen, and you want to avoid that. So to avoid that, the jugaad is that you deploy something called a stack ad set. So उसी कैंपेन के अंदर एक स्टैक एड सेट लॉन्च कर दो. उसमें क्या करो, जो भी 2-3 लॉन्च एड सेट्स जो चल रहे थे, जो इंटरेस्ट टारगेटिंग से जिसमें थोड़ा सा भी आपको सेल्स आ रहा है, कन्वर्जन्स आ रही हैं, लीड्स आ रही हैं, उन तीनों इंटरेस्ट को स्टैक करके एक स्टैक एड सेट लॉन्च कर दो. But just keep in mind that this is just a jugaad, which means this is a temporary fix, not a permanent fix. You just do it so that you get some time and you let the master campaign get about 75 to 100 conversion events attributed, so that you can then launch the master ad set. That's the process we follow. It usually takes us roughly about 2 weeks. If you're running at low budgets, and depending on product to product, business to business, sometimes it may take us 2 to 4 weeks, but typically on an average it's like roughly about 2 weeks. It takes us 2 weeks to reach to a point where we start to deploy the master ad set, and that's it. Once the master ad set is launched, it's broad targeting, Advantage Plus, but broad targeting. We don't select any audience interest, no delivery restrictions, nothing at all, and we keep increasing the budget as per the business requirement. So for example, if the business wants and is okay and willing to double the budget in 1 week, so if you're running at, say for example, if you're running at 1,000 per day, we can straight away edit the budget and make it 2,000. If the business is okay to do it 3,000, we can straight away do 3,000. Now, while we're doing all of this, here's another important part for you to understand. That when it comes to scaling the budget, we never scale the budget just like, we don't become greedy at scaling. We have a very different mindset at our agency that we follow. And when we are scaling the budget, we always keep in mind of something, and we are very mindful of something called as our internal creative scaling SOP. Okay. So what it means is that if we are scaling the budget, we are only going to scale the budget when we have this X number of unique winning ad creatives with us. Which means that the moment comes when we decide to increase the budget, we will first spend some money to find a new winning creative as per our creative scaling SOP. Then once we find the unique winning ad creative is how we will start to increase the overall budget of this master campaign. We do not scale ad accounts before finding unique new ad creatives or ad winners. We don't do that. This is our number one priority. This is what you need to do. And the benefit of doing this, following this process is you will avoid audience fragmentation, creative fatigue, no audience overlap, no auction overlap, because you only have one master ad set, and that's it. And if you're running multiple SKUs, because if you're doing e-commerce and you are running multiple SKUs, then there are a couple of other ways of doing it. One way is you can have multiple master ad sets for each SKU, or you can have one same master ad set for each SKU if the product category is the same, or you can have multiple master campaigns for different products if you want to sell all the products, move all the products. So the different approaches you can follow, but the overall essence of this is that you want to keep the process so simple so that you avoid audience overlap, auction overlap, ad fatigue, creative fatigue, audience fragmentation. You avoid all of this so that you have a higher chance to win in auctions, because Meta is a auction based platform, and in auctions broader audiences will always have a better chance to win. So by logic, it just makes sense to keep your audience broad, right? So that's why it works. And at the same time, there are many benefits that I would tell you to use this, but these are some logical reasons why I would want to stick to this process, and I still do the same thing, and we have been doing it from quite some time now, been more than 2 years, and we continue to do it, and we will always continue to do it because it just gives us results every single time. And but still at the same time, when I see people struggle when they launch and they don't get the results, and they think that campaign strategy is my secret. The reality is, if you're just launched and you're not getting the results you want, honestly, traffic is not the problem. The problem is in the offer or the product itself. So you need to really fix that and just accept the fact that you're not as good as you think you are, and not in a very, don't take it personally or let it hurt your ego. Just accept it, and maybe you need to just work a little harder and understand things from a different perspective to make things work. So we have done this over and over again, and repeatedly we have done this. And we currently, like I said, we are running multiple ad accounts at the same time. We have done it in the past for multiple ad accounts, and this is the same process we follow, guys. There's nothing else. There's no other secret. This is the only secret. There are many videos that I've shared in the past, where I talked about creative scaling SOPs as well, like how many creatives you need when you're scaling your budget and you want to follow that. So you can browse through the channel, you will find those videos as well, and that's it. And if you like the video, let me know. Also, if you have questions, drop them below. What else do you want me to talk about? Let me know as well in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to drop such value nuggets in the upcoming video, or the series of videos out of my own hands-on experience of implementing stuff. That's it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.